da lenha pro fogão, vem fazer a maçã. Hoje é um dia de sol, alegria de forró, é curtir o verão.
Kamusta?
Kamusta sa Indong Gabos?
Kumusta? Mata sa iyo mata na.
Mauno-uno na ka?
Hola.
Mayam nga aba. Kamusta na ka?
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan.
Mayang adlaw.
Masante siya kawasan.
Okay nga adlaw, kamusta ka?
Naimbag na adlaw. Visiting Vegan City is like traveling back in time because of its preserved Spanish colonial town that even the world considers it as one of the best. First tourist spots, Calle Crisologo. When talking about the best tourists in Vegan, the iconic Calle Crisologo immediately pops into mind. The Spanish houses erected here by the wealthy families have been so well maintained over the years. Tourists can ride a calesa or simply take a fun walking vegan tour to see the marvelous heritage houses. Next is Crisologo Museum. Another vegan tourist attraction you should visit is the Crisologo Museum. The ancestral hometown museum belonged to one of Vegan's most prominent sons, the late Congressman Flora S. Crisologo.
Vegan Cathedral. The Vegan Cathedral follows a Baroque architectural design that has been modified by Ilocanos to strengthen the structure against earthquakes, which is known as Earthquake Baroque. Don't miss this as it is one of the most beautiful vegan tourist spots. Baluarte Resort. Just 10 minutes away from Calle Crisologo, Baluarte Resort and Mini Zoo lets you get close to nature's wonderful creatures, from cute little birds to big cats, aka tigers.
Plaza Salcero. Located between Vegan Cathedral and the provincial capital, Plaza Salcero is a great spot for picture taking at day and turns to a stage of dancing lights at night. The water in the fountain are always right on cue and dances to the beat of the music. Royal Bibingka. A sweet tooth must try, the Royal Bibingka also made its mark as one of vegan's specialty. If compared with the ordinary Christmas bibingka, vegan's Royal Bibingka falls short if size were the basis. But what they say is true. Small is terrible. In this case, terribly delicious. The crusty top and the sticky but soft cupcake-sized body makes up the crowd favorite bibingka. Topped with cheese and butter, you can never go wrong with the Royal Bibingka. Longganisang Ilocos. If you're a breakfast geek, Longganisang Ilocos, which is also branded as vegan longganisa among locals, is the town's own traditional version of a sausage. A bit plump, full of garlic, and seen as a bit yellowish compared to the usual sausage, but one small bite can change your whole life.
Traditionally dried under the sun, marinated then deep fried to make it crisp and tender, bagnet is recognized as the region's delicacy symbol. This huge chunk of meat with crunchy golden skin that was fried to perfection can be eaten at any time of the day, which is convenient for travelers as it is available basically everywhere. One bite and you'll get hooked, so be wary of this cholesterol-rich slice of heaven. So if we're going to give in on the Filipino-Spanish nostalgia that comes with visiting beautiful vegan, then we suggest you to try these delicacies before packing up your bags to go back home. Vegan is a place where long-lived arts and crafts are nurtured to the present time. And among those last craft heritage is the pottery making, also locally known as the Burnay jars. Ruby Jar Factory has been a destination for most tourists visiting Vigan City, who wants to see and experience the art of pottery for many years now. It is owned by Fidel Antipordago, a national folk artist. His Chinese descendants were the first one to establish the industry of clay jar pottery in town. Thus, its village name, Pagburnayan. The materials for Burnay jars only consist of clay, water, and sand. Its process starts with kneading of clay to warm it up and remove the sharp objects that may ruin the clay. Damili is the Ilocano term for molding. This terracotta or red clay craft is one of the traditional industries that Vigan is known for. It has existed since the 19th century and is still done in homes within several of Vigan barangays. Damili makers and residents of these barangays use the bantog clay in making their terracotta products.
Locals of Vigan celebrate their rich heritage through different festivals set at different times of the year. A homage to the culture of Vigan, the festivals serve to preserve the traditions of the city. Colorful and grand, these festivals express the joyful and vibrant lifestyle that the Ilocanos exemplify every day. Without much further ado, here are the different festivals of Vigan City that Bigaweños celebrate at different times of the year. Vigan Longanisa Festival. This is a citywide festivity meant to celebrate the feast of the Conversion of St. Paul, the city's patron saint. Coinciding with the feast is the city's celebration of Longanisa, one of Vigan's major products. Several events transpire during this week-long celebration, including Longanisa Cook Fest, marching band competition, and a whole lot more. Viva Vigan Binatbatan Festival of the Arts. The Viva Vigan Binatbatan Festival of the Arts is one of the other festivals of Vigan that celebrates the culture of the city. Binatbatan Festival got its name from the Ilocano term batbatin, which means to separate the cotton balls from the seeds of kapwa sanglay, a local fruit tree. These cotton balls are spun and used to weave a bell, a local loom product. Furthermore, the city government initiates several activities to highlight such theme. This includes street dancing, Kalesa parade, carabao painting, and a lot more.
Raniag, the Vegan Twilight Festival. Every last week of October, various lights would swarm the city of Vigan as a way to celebrate Raniag, Twilight Festival. Raniag is an Ilocano word which means light. The festival symbolizes the light that guides the departed towards heaven. Hence, all of the events done during this festival involve lights and are held at night.
Cebu City, the Queen City of the South, and it definitely can claim to that title. Not only it is center of the trade and commerce in the Visayas, the city is also dotted with destinations and attractions to see. If you're headed to the Queen City of the South soon, check out the list of Cebu City's tourist spot and to visit. This is Fort San Pedro, Cebu City, Philippines. There's a plenty of history to be seen in Cebu City, and Fort San Pedro is one of those historic locations you can see in Cebu. It was first built as a wooden fort around 1565. The current structure is a triangular bastion fort that has been around since 1738. Nowadays, Fort San Pedro no longer houses soldiers but a museum, an open theater, and the Cebu office of the Department of Tourism. If you're looking to be transported back to colonial times, Fort San Pedro is the place to go. Now, if you're looking for a place to chill and have some fresh air, this is definitely the place you're looking for. Nothing beats the view from the top, and in Cebu's case, this is the place you wouldn't want to miss. It offers a great panoramic view of Cebu City, the surrounding sea, and the islands that just across the Queen City. You can bring your family here or have a romantic day with your partner and just enjoy the beauty of nature.
The heritage of Cebu. Cebu has always played an important part in the country's history. The baptism of Rahong Mabon and the Hara-Aminhan by Magellan was the start of Catholicism in the country. And Cebu also claims to be the birthplace of San Pedro Calungsod, the country's second Catholic saint. All of this historic event is celebrated in the heritage of Cebu, a monument by renowned sculptor Eduardo Castillo.
Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral Museum. Housed in a bahay na bato built during the 80s, the Cebu Metropolitan Cathedral Museum houses a collection of religious relics like a tabernacle and altar panels made of wood encased in etched silver. The upper floor shows photographs that trace the growth of Catholic faith on the island, memorabilia, as well as statues of saints from various parishes. Magellan's Cross. Magellan's Cross is one of the most recognizable symbols of Cebu City, so your trip to Cebu wouldn't be complete without seeing it. Planted by Ferdinand Magellan when he arrived in 1521, the cross is housed in a chapel next to the Basilica del Santo Niño. However, you aren't actually looking at the original cross. The real cross is inside the wooden cross on display in the chapel. This was done to preserve the cross as people had been chipping at it, believing it to be miraculous. Basilica del Santo Niño. Cebu City hosting one of the biggest celebrations of the Santo Niño in the country should come as no surprise. Cebu City is the home of the minor Basilica of the Holy Child, popularly known as the Santo Niño Church. It was founded in 1565 and it is the oldest Roman Catholic church in the country.
On the top of our list is the world-famous dried mangoes, chewy in texture and sweet in taste. These expert quality treats are perfect as bite-sized snacks for your mid-afternoon munch. Otap, a local favorite. The crunchy otap is an oval-shaped puff pastry that's likened to the French palmier cookies. Otap is thin, layered, flaky, and saccharine-coated, so prepare to hear the crisp after crisp when you bite into its yummy goodness.
Located in southern Cebu, the city of Carcar is famous for its mouth-watering pork crackling known as chicharon. This savory and tasty pasalubong is made of boiled pork rinds fried in hot oil. Don't be surprised when every bite comes with a well-meaning crack. Dip it in vinegar or chili sauce for more flavor. It can be eaten with rice for a meal too. Any tourist should never leave Cebu without bringing a pack of danggit. The danggit, or rabbit fish, is a well-known fish delicacy that is salted, sun-dried, and split open. Let's please the other senses, shall we? Are you into music? Do you play the guitar or know someone who does? If so, consider yourself lucky. After visiting the Mactan Shrine in Lapu-Lapu City, you might consider guitar shopping in your itinerary. Nothing screams unfading love for the Queen City of the South than having your own I Love Cebu shirt. Get your souvenir that fits your size at nearby local shops. You can even have the shirts personalized in Island Souvenirs, a popular souvenir shop found in local malls.
Festivals. The fiestas of this province are renowned for their vibrant colors and pageantry. They are also established from Cebuano's religious tradition and history. Here are some of the biggest Cebu festivals. Sinulog Festival, the biggest Cebu festival held in honor of Santo Niño. Kadaugan sa Mactan, a week-long commemoration of a historic battle of Mactan between the Portuguese explorer and navigator Fernando Magallanes and Mactan chieftain Lapu-Lapu. Palawud Festival. This festival celebrates the fishermen and the sea.
Kasano nga iti aldaw mo?
Takal, salamat.
Diyos mabalos!
Daghang salamat. Gracias.
Samti gaya.
Damo nga ang salamat!